A little Faith in Exile. I like that.
Yeah, that's rock.
Last time you were here, Dan, this whole setup didn't even look this way.
No, it didn't.
We're in a brand new building. We're no longer in a kitchen because the curtains are here, so that means something.
And we got the new tapestry too.
We got the now Bangin Beers has its own flag, so we're good to go. We're ready to
brand spanking new.
Looks good. You might not see it over Matt's head, but it'll be there. It's there. There you go. Turtle. So we have a lineup here. Pretty much all IPAs.
And one sour snuck in the end.
Oh, yeah, he snuck a sour in at the end. First one's going to be, so we have Person IPA from
Holmes Brewing Company, which is from Michigan. I don't know where in Michigan, but we're going to find out.
We have Open
Ann
Wide.
Arbor, Michigan.
Open Wide from Spider Bite Brewing Company. This comes from Jason today. How'd you acquire this one?
I got a Bloom Brews, which is pretty much my go-to, but I'm curious because it has experimental South African hops in it. Ooh, spooky. Experimental.
So we may die drinking that. Now we have Rusty Rail Brewing Company's the 365 Modern IPA.
Yeah, that's like their new session IPA that's going to be available 365 days of the year.
And then our headliners of the episode, because there's two from the same place, we're going to do this. Is going to be like an Equilibrium episode. We have two from Equilibrium. Go ahead, Ben.
It's Rock Fantasy Double India Pale Ale with Verdant Brewing Company.
Cool can, looks like a pinball machine.
Yeah, and it actually has like a couple great references, Batch 420, and then some other rock and roll stuff going on. It's pretty neat.
Well, 420 is not so much rock and roll. That's weed.
Weed.
It's going to be like a really dank beer.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Pretty good.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
I don't know.
You got conscious, Dan?
Complex, yeah.
So Dan was on the very first episode of Bangin Beers.
Yeah.
He was like,
that didn't go too well.
He got white girl wasted.
A lot of episodes
Really?
with you didn't go too well. But he also, the first episode, we did like a 16 beer gauntlet.
Yeah, it was nutty.
It was crazy.
Wasn't smart.
Yeah.
On anybody's part.
You're going to have to bring that in.
Is my mic working? I'm not hearing myself.
Okay.
Turn that on. It's push the button up.
Yep, you have to go all the way up, Matt.
No.
Up the switch. There you go.
Didn't think I was on.
Oh, he's not on.
I'm not hearing him.
He's not on like Donkey Kong.
No.
Try.
There we go.
There it is.
All right, perfect.
We got him. And
Always
then
technical difficulties with this shit.
It was on. It just, for some reason, I had to go down and
It's
back
always
up.
mine, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep the man down.
It's a IPA sour episode. My mic's not on.
Yeah.
We're building an excitement.
So Dan brought us some beers tonight, but we're going to do another episode. He got it from Mike Fernalis, who was also on the show before. So we'll do this at a later date, and then the other three guys all had stuff going on tonight, and then Matt is going to be a fill-in for Bangin Beers because he lives close, and you know what I mean. So we'll have rotating guys, but this is the main squad, I guess, is here. The OGs, I guess you'll say. But yeah, so the next one.
But then Photon by Equilibrium, this is their single IPA, which is a 4.8%. This is a nice drinkable one.
Shit, man, that's a session IPA if I ever heard.
Yeah, we got two sessions, and then the sour.
And then finally, it is an Other Half and Hudson Valley collab. It's Silhouette Daydream. It's a double brunch, crunchy peach granola Imperial Sour India Pale Ale with peach, coconut, vanilla, maple, cinnamon, almonds, and milk sugar.
Dear God.
So
That actually sounds good.
I almost said that we have an episode that doesn't have a beer with 58 flavors in it, and Ben was like, "No, I got you, fam."
Sounds like a
At least there's
straight
no
shot
like
to the
triple hop
toilet.
IPA like you
You're
guys
doing
always
that
do to
one
me.
last, right?
Yeah, that'll be the last one.
Yeah.
So if you guys like what you hear, obviously you can hit that like, subscribe button, help us out. We just hit 380 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, I seen we were up to like 990.
Yeah, we're getting real close. We're like 10 away from 1,000.
Son of a bitch.
We're getting there. We are getting there. So we did something, Ben. Me and Ben did something behind the scenes, and we're only going to talk about it here. We're not going to post about it.
Did it involve your clothes on or off? Because I want to know right away.
It was half and half.
Oh, okay.
No, so we're going to be doing an episode soon with It's Just Beer podcast. And I really like trying to help grow pages. Like I like doing it. I like inviting people, and I think it's cool to watch the numbers grow.
Well, tell them how many that they had.
So
on
their page had 40 people. 40. So I did my thing, and then Ben added to it. I think they're like they're closing in like 300 people right now.
That's cool.
So we definitely sent
in
them
the past,
over.
like this week, I think.
Yeah, and I don't think they have any idea. Like unless they listen to our episode, then they're gonna get it.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna say nothing. So it's gonna be one of those things. If they listen, they know.
And we got mentioned at the end of the last
Isn't the
episode
cat
Again?
out of
for
the
number
bag
36.
now?
At the very end, it's like, I'm looking really forward to Bangin Beers.
I didn't get a chance to listen to the
So
newest one yet. They're
it's pretty
fun.
wild. Yeah, they
They're-
are pretty wild, nutty.
Yeah, they're a good time. I can't wait to. We're gonna have to go to New York, and we'll do that. And it's gonna be a good time.
I'm actually gonna try and attempt to make some mead, actually brew some stuff. So when we go out there, it's gonna be. I'm actually gonna make stuff.
I did some by
Oh,
accident in the back
you got a
of
whole
my car
brewing kit?
once.
Well, I'm gonna make my own beer. I want to try and do it this year.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I have a whole
the lid
kit
blew
with a
off.
plastic keg that my brother got me for Christmas one year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the mead just because like it's kind of simple to do it.
So I
at
did
least.
pitch. I did pitch the idea to them.
Yeah.
And they like it. So we're gonna do an episode where we're gonna drink
Good.
the New York beers, and then they're gonna try PA beers.
That's gonna
And
be
then we're
good.
gonna record half of it, and then stop, and then record the second half. So if you want to listen to part 2, where the guys from New York try PA beers, you have to tune into their episode to
That's
listen.
gonna be great.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
we
Yeah.
kind of cross promote fans a little bit.
Yeah, they're gonna really
Do you
enjoy.
mind if I
that
move
too.
this? Thank you. Sorry, it was like
So rude.
I had to get rid of
I
this.
know.
So
It takes
fucking
away,
rude.
it takes away my sugar addiction.
He asks if you mind as he actually does it.
Yeah, it's
He's
like,
like-
He's like, do you mind if I do this?
I was like,
oh,
Dan,
like 2
sorry, I
minutes.
already did it.
I was like, Dan, I'm going to do this,
like,
but I'm going to try to be polite about it. All right, so we're going to go with the Cat P IPA.
Cat Person IPA.
Oh,
This
Cat
is-
Person.
I want the can after.
You're probably
I like the. Yeah, I do like this.
wow.
sticker on
You're
that.
actually giving the can up.
Yeah, I don't care. That's fine.
He's got 20 more of those. In his
No,
house.
he's
Come
really
on
weird
now.
with his stickers. So that's a
Nice.
No. So I got this off of a guy. I traded with Josh Palmer. He was also in Michigan too.
Real quick for the new guys, when you pour, try to just stay around the middle of the lip.
Then you
So
pour.
no, you got to pour your beer.
Yeah, go
Just
ahead.
remember,
Well, I don't
you-
want to do it wrong because then you
No,
scream at
Yeah,
me.
just Tony's gonna keep a
just
reference.
be mindful that we got to go
Just
around.
give it to him last, and whatever's less than the
He's
can.
gonna-
Yeah, that, I'm down with that.
That's
Switch it
simple,
out.
He
right?
should get the last. He should get the last pour when there's barely anything left. This guy can't handle beer. He gets
You're
2
right.
sips and he's fucking gonzo.
Gone.
He's fine. You
Well, don't
wait.
forget we had those heavy hitter 15%ers the last time, and he. Whoa.
So
The minty.
Dan is not a huge IPA beer drinker, so
Probably
usually
won't like this episode,
So
though.
usually,
No.
usually when he has a couple
in
beers, he gets a little silly. So
I like silly.
yeah, he goes for it.
I'm surprised we don't have any
You can kill it.
15%ers this episode.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Not like reaching
Or
under the table.
unless you got a
silly.
little, I'll
Well,
take
I'm gonna go a little-
I'll take a
I'll go a
dab
little-
because I went really light.
Hey,
You win.
spread the love. I'll take as much as you give me.
All right. That's the last bit of it.
And that wouldn't be any more.
You want more of that?
No, I'm good.
All right, so here we go. This is Cat Person IPA. I'm not gonna actually. You want to pull it up on tap?
Sure, I'll pull it up.
All right, give you something to do, Ben.
What?
It's got a heavy grapefruit smell.
Yeah,
It hits you immediately.
I actually smell it from not even having it near my face. So it does. I do get that already. I'll start unless you want to do open wide. Do you want or do you want me to read that one off?
What's up?
For the next one, open wide. I'm just getting it ready.
There we go.
Well, I'm
You're gonna
gonna
like
me
this
to
one,
start
Tony.
the first one.
So this is a 7.4 ABV IPA American. It's double dry hopped with Amarillo, Citra, and the Bruce. I don't know, NZ. Notes of white grape, citrus, and peach. Total 905 people had it. Monthly 444 people. So
A little peach in there, huh?
I'm not tasting any peach. I get the grapefruit, even though there's not.
Yeah, it heavily tastes of grapefruit. I don't like
Well,
how
that
it
might be the
finishes.
citrus.
I don't like the
Yeah.
aftertaste.
the dryness of it.
All right, so I get the peach takes away the hop taste. Like, so you get the initial grapefruit, and I think the mellowness of the peach at the end is where that comes in. You don't get like the big I'm sorry, all of our mics are way hot, and we're smacking and smicking and I don't even know.
Oh no! Please don't touch that. That's heavy mesophonia.
I could definitely taste like the white grape and the citrus aspect.
I do like this.
Yeah, I knew you were going to
What's
like
this
it. 'cause
shit
You're a
called?
grapefruit
Cat
person.
person.
If you let it hit the back of your tongue, you can taste the peach. I just did that.
I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot.
I got good reviews.
Kind of like that's a decent all day beer if you really wanted to go.
What
about
was
it.
the ABV on that?
7.4? I think.
Yeah, 7.4.
That's right there. Yeah. Where would you rank this one,
I'd go like a 3.75. That's a pretty
3.75?
decent one, you know.
Jason?
I give it like a 3.25. I mean, I don't know. I like really, really hoppy IPAs, but I gave it like it would be a 3 for me, but I gave it a 0.25 because I really like the can because it's got kitties on it.
Matt, speaking of kitties,
Yeah, I'll go 3.5 because of the can, but it would have been lower just because of how it finishes for me. I don't really like the skunk trail.
see, I don't get that at all.
I'm getting it pretty heavily.
I get more of like a dryness out of mine.
Yeah, I could see what you mean by that. I don't really love how it finishes.
decent.
When it
I
first
mean-
hits the tongue, it's good, but
3.25 is probably a little harsh for me, but you know.
Dan,
I don't understand your grading system, but
All right,
up to 5, 0 to 5.
0 to 5.
It's easy to explain. If it's a 5-point scale, so
Okay.
2.5
With
is the
quarters.
middle. Okay?
Okay.
So anything above 2.5 is above average.
Okay.
5 being the best, and 1 being the worst. Or actually, 0.25 would be the worst.
all right.
so you can go 1.2, you can go 1.5,
You can go
1.75.
increments of
Okay.
2.5.
Well, I'll do that 1.5, like the 1.5. I'm not.
You're going to 1.5.
Yeah.
Wow, like almost the worst score ever.
For
Really?
an IPA,
Well,
this is a good
because-
IPA.
Because you're not an
That's-
IPA drinker.
IPA.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you going to
And-
crucify him in the backyard?
Yeah.
I know.
I would a little bit too because I don't love IPAs, but
Whack.
this is higher
I'm
than
like,
that.
is there a cross?
All right, we're just
Set me
going
on fire.
to move past that.
We got to talk about the words we're not allowed to say at some
No,
point.
we're not gonna do
Okay, all right. Never mind.
All right.
So that's my score, and I'm
The many
sticking
words
to
you
it.
can't say
No,
on a
I
podcast.
I would.
I'm sure I've said them all.
I'm not saying it's a total bad beer.
Yeah,
To me,
you're not an
it's
IPA guy.
Right. I would.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. I think Dan's going to be giving a lot of low scores today. It's a lot
Yeah.
of IPAs.
It's fair, man.
Yeah, because that's decent
is
for an
opinion.
IPA.
if you're hitting a
we might climb a
2.5
ladder. We
on
might
any of
climb a
these, for Dan, it'll be actually pretty
I think,
decent
if anything, it's
overall.
going to get more hoppier than less hoppier.
Yeah. Now we'll do wide open, and then we'll take a little segue as we pour here. So I'll crack. You want to crack it?
Yeah. Let's try this shit.
Fire away, man.
yeah.
While he's pouring, did you guys
You gonna
do
use
anything
this-
over the last week? Did you go to any bars? Did you pick up any beers?
I watched that show. I binge watched it. Lock and Key
Yeah.
by
I was gonna
Stephen
watch
King's son. It's good. It's very good. The child actors that are in it are really good.
So did anyone try any beers? Get any new beers?
I got a lot of new beer today.
What'd you pick up?
Some Herman Thrush, like sours.
Oh, okay.
Some of the I got that new Trail, that whiteout, the double.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, I got some bad news for you.
What?
Some Trail news.
What?
You're going to be very disappointed when I tell you this.
Galaxy's not happening,
It happened.
and it's gone.
Well, no, it was exclusive to the Philadelphia area and the brewery.
If someone wants it.
Wow.
Yeah, so Broken Heels with Galaxy Hop was exclusive to the Philadelphia area and the brewery. That means we weren't able to get it here.
that sucks.
Oh, that's
Yep.
That's so gross.
He said it's so gross.
Oh, man.
Experimental hops.
So this is experimental hop
Yeah,
from
it's
South
bad.
Africa. This is a 9% ABV.
So please give it like under a 1. That
This
way
is going under 1 for me.
This this
I
is
get pat on the back.
this is Spider Bite Beer Company. It's called Open Wide IIPA. It has 1,556 check-ins. It gets an average of 3.87, and 2 friends checked it in and gave it a 3.
No, wait, Tony. I think that's the one that you're looking at. With the exact same can description.
That's not the Wide Open IPA.
No.
Oops. Oh, experimental
Yep,
wide open.
yep.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Experimental wide open. 9% still. 25 total check-ins, that's really low. It averages a 4.13.
That's $5 a can, man.
Yeah. So let me read this up. Experimental OW broke out of our lab. This double IPA was brewed and DDH with Citra, Galaxy, and South African experimental hop XJA2 and 436.
Wow.
I have no idea what any of that means.
I think you just got the coronavirus, my friend.
I think we're gonna die. Approach with extreme caution. You have been warned.
I better get a superpower or something after drinking that shit.
You know what goes good with the coronavirus?
Huh.
Lyme disease.
Yeah.
I already got that. so I'm
Corona and
good.
lime.
Yeah.
Got it?
Corona and lime. Trump said once it gets warm out.
Where's it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Trump said once it gets warm out, the coronavirus is going to die. That's how it works.
No, I don't think so.
That's what he said. And he's never lied.
Isn't it pretty like hot in Asia?
Trump.
Like, I could be wrong,
No,
but
That's
let's
got a
not
really
get political
smooth
on your shit.
aftertaste.
I'm not getting
So-
political. The man's never lied ever.
You're right. He hasn't.
I gotta. I don't want to waste the alcohol, so I gotta like.
Am I the only Trump fan? Like,
I like Trump, man.
okay, good.
Matt, you
Jesus.
can always like.
I know Anthony doesn't. I
You
like
can
Trump,
always
man.
share it. You can share around, man. You know
I
what
don't.
if you want
I
to.
need to crush Taco Bell after this, so I need to get feeling good. But
I don't see how that's how you didn't like. I mean, if you don't like IPAs,
it tastes like a pine tree.
It's a little oily, but you know.
It has like a real earthy back half to it.
it's
yeah.
like it's almost like it kind of has like a West Coast IPA with the pine, like the piney.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little slick.
Yeah,
A little slick on my tongue.
I don't
Tastes
know.
like spearmint and dicks.
Well, you guys are gonna bury this. So
No,
let's start with
actually,
you.
it's not.
Berry or Barry?
It's not as bad as that.
You're gonna bury it.
Okay, there you go.
'Cause it's not as citrusy.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like that one imprint one that we had a couple shows back, like slightly like that caramel, like that, but that like that weird back half of it.
Maybe. What do you give it?
He's struggling. I love to see the struggle on his
It's just
face.
like,
He's like, I don't know. Fuck. All right.
It's hard
you
for
know,
me to count to two. So, yeah.
Or spell it.
Yeah.
Dan's the worst texter ever.
T-O-O.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but that's not the two we're looking for.
Oh. I'll give it a 2.
A 2? Okay.
Gone 0.75.
Wow.
I'm not a fan.
Jason.
3.5 for me.
3.5?
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
It's a little, like I said, for me, it's good, but it's a little like oily.
It's
like
different.
It's very like it feels like there's like it's like slick in your mouth.
I don't
know what
understand
it is,
why
you know?
you would make this beer
Diesel?
with Galaxy hops
not
then,
diesel.
and then put another hop with it.
It's experimental, man.
Yeah.
It seems
It's
like
got
it,
the
like,
XJA2/436 hop.
It's got the Weapon X going on.
I know. It's like the fucking Terminator beers.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. It's a cool label, though. I like the little
It
spider.
is, yeah. It's cool. I mean, and like I said, I mean that's about $20 a 4-pack. So, yeah,
wow.
Ben,
a little less than
I give it a 3.5.
Yeah,
I was going to go 3.5 as well.
yeah. That's
3.5.
where I'm at.
You know what I mean? Like I can maybe have one of those, and then that's just that. But
Well, I
wouldn't
only
go
bought
anymore.
2. one for the show and one for here.
So what else have you guys picked up?
Well, I picked up some Trillium. I got some off of a friend of mine named Mike Fry. He hooked me up with our quadruple IPA, which we had on the show like a while back, and they made it again. Then double dry hop Congress Street. One's a stout that has sweet potato, nutmeg, and cinnamon, and the other one's chocolate truffle
Okay.
from Trillium. So that's going to be magical.
All right.
I'm looking forward to that. And I got Holmes from.
I have not
the
picked
other
up
guy,
any beer. I need to because I'm running out of show beers, and I need stuff for like during the week. I just don't have anything at the moment.
Yeah, I hear you.
I regret not picking up that King Cake beer,
Yeah.
that Death by King Cake.
Oh,
Yeah,
next time you're up at
I can still grab it though.
which one? Death by King Cake.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
if you go back up there and that's whiteouts there, grab it for me, and I'll give you the
oh
money.
yeah, definitely.
Can we do the next one to get that taste out of my mouth?
Yeah, we'll crack it open here. So this is the
Yeah, I mean, I must say with
had a
that
piece
last
of
beer,
chocolate
I
here,
still have. It's like when Burger King changed their fries and they got like that Crisco-y taste to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
that's
something
it.
on
It's
here.
like it coats your mouth. You know what I mean? It's really interesting.
So this is the Rusty Rail 365. So this is like their all day.
yeah, this is a new one from them. It's their session IPA. It's available 365 days a year, which hence is the name.
So when I'm drinking this, I'm going to compare it. I'm just going to let you know right off the bat, like where my mind state's going, to Founders All Day IPA.
Okay.
I think it's a good beer. I think it's a really good IPA.
This tastes like your average light beer, almost.
Wait till Ben pours here.
not
It's
bad.
very light.
5.5 still good. You know, compared to the we have the one here is 4.8.
Give the rest to Jason. He bought it.
No, you go ahead.
It's fine.
Go ahead.
Stuff's cheap as shit, though.
Oh, Dan's
too.
giving
I
again a little bit of
actually
a
like
nod of
that.
approval.
That's very light.
It's like a $2 beer, you know?
Yeah. What is that?
That's a 5.5.
5.5.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a 5.5.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
That has a little bit of like a nice little
Stick an orange in this, and you could drink a gallon of it.
I'd probably drink 2 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good beer.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That is an all day crushable beer.
I like that. It's got a nice taste to it, yeah.
Like like the hop. I had it before because
yeah, it's got like a good taste to
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah.
There's-
not like
there's a
overbearing,
death.
Like over.
That's fantastic. Here's all right.
Not
So
bad.
so if you're like, hey Tony, all I do is drink Miller Lite and Coors Light and Bud Light and all these light beers, and I only drink domestics, and I want to get in the craft beer scene, but I don't really like hoppiness. I think this Rusty Rail is where you should start off.
You're good.
definitely,
I think this is a good introduction beer to the craft world scene.
definitely.
I would agree.
This is fantastic. It's super tasty.
Yeah.
It gives you enough of the craftsmanship of the beer, but it also keeps it somewhat of a domestic flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I didn't think it would be this good, to be honest.
I would love if there was an orange to stick in it and taste it with an orange.
Yeah, like
A little citrus to cut this would be so nice.
yeah.
So last week I actually had this because Russ and Kelly Anilowski came by the house and they brought some beer.
To your house?
Yeah. Well, there was a death of their family, the Anilowskis.
Oh.
So
So they came
my
by
mom
the-
and dad
oh, they
hosted
came by-
everybody.
Oh, they came
hosted
to your
everybody
house.
to my parents' house. Yeah.
Oh.
So
I
we were
love
just
the-
drinking all night, pretty much. It was very fun.
Yeah, I love the Anilowskis. They are literally probably 2 of my favorite people on the planet.
Oh,
I
definitely.
just love them to death. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about them.
But yeah, they brought a 6-pack of this from Romans because you can get it at Romans.
Really?
Yeah, and they brought it along and they said, "Hey, Ben, do you want to try this?" And I tried it. I'm like, "This is not bad."
So there you go. If you
After-
are in the area and you want to pick this up, you can go to Romans in Frackville. They have it. They have it for 6 packs to go, or you can buy it by the can.
Yeah.
There you go. Jimmy O's has been I said it. I said once Ange, takes the helm there, I think she's going to do big things when it comes to craft beer, and she's been putting a lot of cool stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
Some Brew Dog, some New Trail. She's doing really good. So Jimmy O's has definitely opened up the doors to being more of a craft beer bar. And that's like 4 now. So Romans has a craft beer section.
Mm-hmm.
Black Diamond's got you for craft beer. Compass Road's got some craft beers. Jimmy O's, and then now there's another one I just literally forgot in my brain. No, Jimmy O's. Yeah.
What about Black Diamond?
I said Black Diamond.
Oh, okay.
Black Diamond,
Okay.
Compass Rose, Jimmy O's, and Romans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All 4 of those. Yep.
Yeah.
And this one, for me, is the exact opposite of the last one, where it finishes really nice. You
Yeah, it
actually
does.
get like a refreshing taste in your mouth.
And I
after.
think if you're someone who maybe like you who doesn't drink many IPAs and you
That-
come from these 2 and then you hit this is like it's like a night and day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have some old Forge news that I've been forgetting to tell about.
Let's talk about it.
So, Old Forge was they are in Danville, and they were canning and brewing over at the old TRW building in Danville. I don't know. If you're from Danville, you know where that is. But they actually pulled out of there, and they scaled back a bit, and they decided to brew within the restaurant where they're at now. Mm-hmm. And there was speculation as to why they actually did that, but I heard that the real reason why they did that is because in the old TRW building now, they're growing marijuana in there for medical use. Yeah.
Okay.
And I heard that the medical marijuana place needed more space, so they offered Old Forge like an astronomical amount for
out.
the space to buy them out, and that's why they scaled
wow.
back to the brewery.
Are we gonna get more beers out of that? We're gonna get some dank beers, some hemp beers.
But I
Have
mean,
you tried them yet?
Yeah, Hemp Tails is amazing.
Hemp tails.
Hemperor from New Belgium.
Now,
Yeah.
the one we had, it literally tasted like I was drinking bong water. It was really gross.
Oh, I forget what that one was.
It was horrible.
Well, there's that Nugget Nectar.
Well, that's not the same thing. That they just call that Nugget Nectar.
Yeah, because it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a psycho.
Yeah, so anyways, I heard that's why they pulled out of there.
You heard Nugget and just got excited. We actually just had Nugget Nectar on the last episode. And right now, First Cut is in season. So if you're a Trogs guy and you're into the seasonal Trogs, that's what's out now is First Cut. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was
all
just
you got?
saying that was the,
The news.
Yeah, the news.
The news.
No.
What are we giving this modern IPA 365?
I give it a 3.5 solely because of the drinkability, the crushability. Like you said, like a good introductory beer.
What's this called?
365.
That's a good summer beer.
It's a modern IPA.
Okay. All right. I'm going high on that one. I'm going to give it like a 4.5 or 4.25.
4.25.
Oh.
All right, listen. That's respectable.
Yeah, I'm going high on that one.
I'm also. I'll jump ahead a little bit. I'm also going to give it a 4. I think this is a fantastic beer. I think if you're out at a bar, like this is stuff that I think more people should try to get in kegs in their bars.
Yeah, that's something I would. There's been very few, except for the Infinity episode, that I would actually drink. This is one of them that I would actually drink.
Listen, that Infinity episode, man, we were spoiled.
That was super fun.
They were amazing.
There wasn't a bad beer in that bunch.
Nope.
That was it.
I think there was one that I didn't like, but other than that,
Yeah.
Unlike the seltzer episode, where it was all bad beer.
Uh,
Well, if you want to call it beer.
the second part was fine.
Yeah.
You didn't like the second?
No,
beers?
that's fine. I mean,
no. After the seltzers, we did.
No. That's fine.
So they were all bad beers.
I'm talking about the seltzer.
Okay, just making sure.
Still had a good time with that Infinity Hopped episode. I think I got the best kick out of that, just because just setting that trade up, getting all the beers, getting
Me
the
and
glasses.
Nikolai shot a promo
and the
video.
promo too. That was just fucking great.
Did you ever see the promo video to that? So the promo video is I'm sitting at the table, and my phone goes off, and it's Ben, and he goes, "The Infinity hops have been found. We must assemble." And I smile, and I walk over, and the Infinity Gauntlet's there. I have the entire.
It's so awesome.
I went and spent $80 on $120 on a plastic Infinity Gauntlet.
No wonder you don't have a new fucking laptop.
Yeah, right? For a fucking 13-second bit, I bought this fucking $120 piece of plastic.
That would have been on eBay the next day if I had that shit.
I keep it as like a keepsake at this point.
right.
So
It was so gimmicky.
So
it was awesome.
now, if you're a comic book nerd, the Infinity Gauntlet is the most powerful thing in the universe.
Right,
You can
yeah.
control the universe with
yeah,
it.
what that Thanos had it or
And
whatever.
I reach for it, and I grab the beer and walk away. And this is Bangin' Beers podcast. And then at the very end, the Infinity Gauntlet's sitting there, and it just lights up on its own.
I'm so happy the beers lived up to the hype. Though they were so good.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
I remember.
I just
when
wish we had the quality back then.
I remember when we tried that marshmallow beer that was like on the news and overhyped, and that shit was so gross.
It wasn't gross, but it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I tried getting a hold of Levante then too. I said
Yeah.
to them about. I even said, I'm like, we had your Spoonful of Gold, that cereal marshmallow beer. Said we thought it was great. So they're like, hey, shoot us an email and we'll get to you. So I have to do that.
I hope they didn't actually watch the episode, because I'm pretty sure I said it tasted like an elf's butthole or something.
No, that was Saturday. I think it was like Saturday morning something. That was from
Saturday
Smart Mouth
morning
Brewing Company.
Yeah, Saturday morning was different. The Levante one was actually better than the other one, and
Yeah.
the other one got more hype.
It actually had more of a profile. It was a lot tastier.
You
It
actually
was
tasted
nicer.
marshmallow.
Yeah, much nicer.
I'm just trying to drag this out because
No.
we have 3 beers.
Well, he didn't give his rating.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Dan, go for it.
I'll say like a 3 for a first.
Whoa,
time
you
on
went
that.
up a whole point from the last one.
Well, we're working up the board.
No, that's fine.
And I'm learning how to count.
Dan, what have you been up to?
Yeah.
So, man, just
Are you
Trying to-
bushcrafting?
no.
Not anymore.
No, I took a little hiatus there. Trying to figure out what I want to do.
You're screen printing now. Doing a little, you're trying to figure it out. You're trying
I'm
to learn.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh, screen printing shirts?
Well, not so
Stickers
much
right now.
Stickers.
Screen printing's awesome, man.
Yeah.
He bought a little machine. He's learning it. He's frustrated. He was getting frustrated. I said, Dan,
Because the program is so.
when you buy something at first, you're gonna be fucking like, look good. Like I'm not. Listen,
And that's what I did. I actually yesterday I googled the program itself, because there's a brief,
You gotta research
there's an introduction on how to use it.
you got to
But,
come up
like,
to the mic.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, the new system you can't.
blacked out. there
Yeah.
for a minute. Number 3.
Yeah, no, the old mics you can just sit and talk. These ones you got to kind of be on.
But and it was just weird. It was just to learn how to do one certain thing. You know, how to arch your
Yeah.
lettering. and my nephew's like doing all this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Fucking teach me, asshole.
Yeah, he's like, oh, well, you do this, and I'm like, by the time he tells me, it's just not.
It's printing.
Yeah. So it was like, I just got so frustrated, and I just back away from it for a little bit.
Screen printing is awesome, though. Like, I mean,
Screen printing is a little different.
the digital printing and all that shit. Screen printing crushes all.
And
that,
now
man.
everything's like laser printing and everything.
Yeah,
it's like
screen printing is still the
all you
best
do,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it is.
it's blotter cutting. It's not so much like this. Like I can do the outline and the lettering and stuff. But
Right.
I can't do the full on like white on top of, unless I'm layering.
Yeah.
Say I run the first cut and then I run a second cut of the second image and then apply it myself.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
do that.
yeah, that's a pain in the nuts.
Yeah. So I actually
Fuck
learned
that.
how to arch the letters today, and it was just right. It's a hidden toolbar. You fucking right click and all your steps. I'm like, motherfucker.
Nice.
Like, so, yeah.
But at least you're trying to learn something, though.
Yeah.
That's
so,
a good thing.
So behind the scenes here too, it is technically Valentine's Day.
Is
Yes.
And we're all sitting here, not with our women.
Yes, we are.
But Dan
Cuddle.
just took my wife out to dinner today.
Yeah.
Hey.
Got nowhere except a big fat bill at the end.
Yeah, listen, you took a fucking savage out to go eat. That was a terrible mistake.
That's all right.
Why do you think I don't take her to restaurants?
I don't know.
I don't make that kind of money.
I know.
She's a
Me
fucking yeah. You
Take
fucking.
her to a buffet, man.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
I was just gonna
That-
say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to take.
I
her
didn't
to-
want to. I didn't know how.
She's
to
a
go
buffet
that.
girl, man.
I should have taken to all you could eat.
Yeah. She'd fucking.
It's embarrassing.
They'd kick her out.
Yeah.
It's those. She's Asian, man. They like fucking win all the food eating contests. I don't know where they put it.
I don't know. She must have a wooden leg
Second
or
or
something.
third stomach.
Yeah, she's out of
Because we were
control.
just having a conversation about like losing weight, being fit, and like she crushed a fucking hamburger, pickles, and then a fucking plate of pasta, and then cake, and then,
You even got her dessert.
oh yeah,
You are a fucking
You
sweetheart.
listen, you go all out.
Wow.
you
Thank
only-
you so
you only
much.
live once.
Did you get her the flower?
No, they gave it to her at the bar. I was going to take credit for it, but no.
The bar loved her. Compass stores loved her there, so that's
Yeah.
awesome. They took care of her. I love that place. That's it. They're always
Compass
good
bar,
to us.
yeah, you want a good meal, that's the place to go.
Um,
Besides Bernalis's.
for analysis in Shenandoah, if you want, listen. I mean, I always
Mama
say
Pop.
breakfast. I've never eaten anything but their breakfast, but everything else is probably fantastic too.
Yeah.
They're great. Mike's a good dude,
Yeah.
and he's a Redskins fan, so that helps.
No, we don't know about the Redskins fan. No, he's a Steelers fan. His dad was a Redskins.
Will he ever?
Pete
Get
Oh,
him
is
that's
back?
right. Yeah,
Will we ever get him back on the show?
possibly.
Cool.
He's just been busy, man.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just saying.
Yeah.
Just asking.
Busy guy. Yeah. So, and Dick goes to his restaurant a lot. So hopefully one day he can like throw a word like,
Hey,
"Hey,
Dick, come with me.
Hey,
Dick, to the
Dick.
show.
Dick's here. Bring the beers."
Yeah.
Run into the camera equipment.
Like I said, he gave me a bunch of them, that tavern or travelers.
He's an old school craft beer drinker. He was like he's been into it for like 15 years.
Yeah,
like he used to travel all over the place to get it because it wasn't as accessible as it is now.
what it is now.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Back
how
when
my
they made it in
Uncle
hot
Eddie
tubs.
is from my mom's side of the
He got
family.
me some kind of vegan free
Vegan free.
wacko people that drink vegan beer. But,
Here, you cracked it up.
I hate-
pour it
I
in.
hate
Sure.
I didn't give my review.
Go ahead.
oh, sorry.
I'm just saying pour it so while we're talking. I'm just trying to.
Damn, man.
Watch out
time.
the splash zone because you get every ounce of the can. of
It's
this
funny.
bad boy.
It's funny because Heidi. I call Heidi the
What
other
kind of
day.
full that is. That's like literally to the brim.
Yeah, equally.
They don't waste any.
You
stuff.
pay for a can, they're going to give you a can.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking right there.
Yeah.
Equilibrium's good. Does good work. But
Good.
Heidi fucking calls me. I call Heidi on my break the other day, and I call her, and she's fucking distraught, like almost at the verge of tears. She goes, "I'm like, what's the matter?" She goes, "I'm fucking at McDonald's," and I was like, "Okay, like, what's the matter?" She's like, "I've been fucking not drinking soda, not drinking iced tea, eating differently, and I haven't lost a fucking pound." And I was like, Heidi, it's been fucking 3-4 weeks. She's like, "Yeah, but I at least should have lost a pound or two." I was like, "Heidi, you can't eat like shit for fucking 15 years and expect to lose it in 3 weeks. Like, it doesn't work like that."
And not sit on the couch.
Yeah,
Hitting
and
the
fucking watching horror movies.
As actually somebody that dumped a lot of weight at one point, though, hitting the wall does fuck with you. I was down. I went from like over 300
Hitting the
pounds.
wall. She started 2 weeks ago.
I know. I'm just saying. I was like over 300 pounds, and then I was down to like 190ish.
Heidi
or
thinks if she does 25 crunches in this kitchen right now, the next day she should wake up with one ab.
I know. I do know people like that.
Bing, bing.
Yeah.
My friend was always asking me for diet advice, like while eating like salad with a whole bunch of dressing on it, and then like eating the bread with it and ordering an extra loaf of bread. And he's like, "I'm eating salad though," and I'm like, "Yeah, you've got a shitload of dressing on it. You're eating bread with it. Like, it's just people don't understand." But I was like gaining weight when I was eating healthy, and I really like messed with my head. And then the doctor's like, "It's hormones." So I'm like, "All right, I quit. Fuck it," and I just went back to everything.
Can't control my hormones.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
yeah.
What did you think of the 365, Jason?
You forgot.
You don't remember?
3.25.
3.25. That's a respectable score. If you were there at a bar and this was on tap and it's the only craft beer, would you go for it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I would too.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's not a bad beer. It's just not pungent enough for me.
Yeah. It's very light.
That'll get you flying
Yeah.
if you have enough of them.
Yeah, like 15.
Well, after going from these two to that, that was.
I mean, that's a respectable score for a session IPA.
This one might be even lighter than the last.
No.
just to give you a heads up.
This is a double
double.
IPA, so...
Did you taste it?
No.
It tastes very light.
Really?
7.5.
Insanely light.
These guys are fucking magicians.
What
when
does
it
that
comes to
smell
double.
like?
Pineapples.
Cat piss.
It smells like suntan lotion.
I got a fart in the mic.
It kind of does.
Wait until you taste how light it is for a double. It tastes lighter than the last.
It's very creamy looking.
Put a little extra something in your glass.
That's why it was so full. You got some thickness in there.
He banged it off.
He's like, let me top this one off for you.
Speaking
Wow.
of,
The smell is not equivalent to the taste.
I think I shit my pants over here. I don't know what you're smelling. All right.
I smelled pineapple when I first sniffed it.
oh god, I thought you were joking.
Did you pull it
about
up?
the fart.
Did you
No,
pull it
I'm
up?
sorry.
Killing me, Ben.
Yeah, it's very...
Trying to give you something to do here. Trying to make you part of the team.
What? Come on, man.
Are you getting some of that?
It came to me like firewood smoke. It's
Rock
on-
Fantasy
it's right on me.
2020.
Are you over shit?
This is a.
I'm gonna let...
This
I'll
is,
let one
I
slip.
got,
Are you
I got a sample.
That one slip. It smells like you have a medical issue.
So you legit farted.
Yeah.
You like I shit. So when you said you shit your pants, you weren't joking.
you better check
no.
check your drawers.
Does it smell like Vaseline? Dead gerbils?
I don't smell it.
It doesn't taste like it.
Man, this is a fucking splash zone right here.
This might be the first fart on camera.
It smells like Vaseline and dead gerbils.
That's horrible.
Oh my god!
I would go right to the emergency room. I don't know what's going on.
It was sneaked up on you as a creeper. Went up in like
First fart
right
on-
here in the back.
Well, he's over there chuckling. He's like, I shit my pants, and then all of a sudden he goes,
He's like,
pukes in his mouth. And he's like a little creeper. And it's like,
You got to get on the mic.
I didn't think anybody would hear that.
Look,
It was just like it creeped around the table.
baby
And
made
then
a
it
boom boom.
stopped
I'm
right here.
sorry.
It fucking curved.
That was a Hiroshima bomb. That was
I
a
might
boom
need
boom.
a diaper change. What can I say?
That was like a boomerang
that was like
fart.
the movie
Got-
Wanted,
woof,
where they
woof,
where they
woof,
can
woof.
spit, where they can curve their bullets by just doing this.
What was that? Wanted?
Yeah. So anyhow,
Nice segue.
yeah.
Thanks for saving us, Ben.
So anyhow, Rock Fantasy. This is from the 2020 batch. It is a 7.5 Imperial Double IPA. It's a collaboration with Equilibrium and Verdant Brewing Company from Cornwall, England. Rock Fantasy recently celebrated 33 years in business as one of our favorite places in the Milltown Tour. It's a 2-minute walk from the brewery and a frequent destination for all the guest breweries that swing into town. Non-assuming from the front, this legendary music and pinball shop will blow your mind when you walk into the back room. The bright fluorescent colors, vintage pinball machines, heavy metal music, and retro concert posters.
Where's this at?
This is at this. Apparently, it's somewhere in Middletown,
Pennsylvania.
in New York.
Oh. That sounds fucking awesome.
And retro concert posters will totally mess with your head and transport you to a different time and place in the best way possible. When we brought our friends from Verdant Brewing here, it became clear we needed to make a beer along the same lines, a total assault on your mind and reality. We start with a big dose of wheat and oats and used a matching hop bill for both the Whirlpool and dry hop, featuring equal amounts of whole melon, Mandarina, Bavaria, Barber Rouge, Enigma, Galaxy, and Nelson hops. Just like its namesake, it's a total blast with a very exotic variety of flavor. It has strong melon notes coupled with citrus, berry, and currant overtones. It's pretty dank too, which we found fitting for the name. The finish is a smooth citrus melon berry combo with our EQ juice profile. It's a super fun beer named after a super fun place.
I got the berry.
Wow.
Whew.
I'm
Almost like a
going
raspberry.
very high on this one.
Man, did I fucking rattle that off. That was a long one too. 2 paragraphs.
You did better than your review of Ragnarok. My buddy listened to that episode the other night, and he goes, I was going to watch that, but after Ben's review, I'm not watching it.
Aww. Man.
Hooch.
So total 972 people, monthly 789 people.
So Ben, I don't know if it's just they wrote it very good or you just read it that good, but I want to travel to this brewery now and see the pinball machines and hear the heavy metal music.
Oh, I love that, man.
Neverdam Brewing Company.
Yeah, man, that sounds fucking awesome.
They actually do
you wanna
have.
go tomorrow?
They do actually have a little mini arcade.
We can put the podcast on hold.
No, I'm doing
Pinball Wizard? Yeah, we can go.
I'm doing wrestling stuff tomorrow.
You want to go to Pinball Wizard?
Equilibrium, they actually do have an arcade right around the brewery then too.
Really?
Yeah, so that's pretty fun to
That is
know
fucking fantastic. I like the backstory to the beer. I like the way the beer tastes. If these two beers collaborate and made this beer, I'm a fan of it. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, this is for me. I'm gonna come right. It's a 4.
I gave it a 4 as
I
well.
mean, and dude, with the store and everything, it might even be higher, man. Because
Yeah, 4's too low.
I love pinball, love vintage arcades. all
Here's
that shit.
the thing too. I wish more breweries would do a write up like that and their beers on Untapped.
Yeah, it's a great beer.
Yeah, that was a great write up.
I will go this because of the combination of it being 7.5, which is almost insane for it being a double IPA for the awesome can. That is a 4.5 for me. Probably the best double IPA I've ever had, and I would probably die because I would drink that all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have some of their triples because their triples are ridiculous. Like that.
I don't like
but-
super hoppy things,
Wow.
but that's not hoppy at all for me.
No, it's that
I
back end.
strongly get the berry. That's the best
a nice beer.
berry.
And that's at that, and it's prime too. That's like sat for like 3 weeks. Usually let them sit for like 3 weeks, and excellent.
That's a heavy contender for beer of the night already for me.
Whoa, look at you.
Yeah, that's a heavy contender.
That's probably beer of the entire podcast for all my appearances on here.
wow.
Whoa.
Holy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have to go back and watch the Infinity Hops episode because I haven't watched it, but I know some of those are really good.
That I still remember that one beer. It's
The
like
blood orange, and you were
the-
saying grapefruit the whole entire time. I'm like,
it tasted like grapefruit, but the blood orange kind of has that. Like it,
Some of those were phenomenal. Like so I would have to remember what I thought, but that was up there for me. Just with everything.
it was that blood orange and the Galaxy, which really made that beer like
it was fucking amazing.
it was like fucking drinking like a real dank orange juice.
Yeah.
All
right,
pretty
Ben.
much so.
You brought it. You opened it. This is the last equilibrium of the night.
Now we had a session. This is their session. I'm actually going to use the second glass. And again, you're not getting shorted every time. That's like literally to the brim every freaking time. So
I'll switch over for this too as well.
Excuse me. Whew, that's not a good combination.
I'll go with Jason. There you go.
The can of this is it's a beaker, and it kind of has like the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon
Yep.
going on.
This is more of their session. They're more of their flagship than anything. Like if you just want something a little bit light, simple. If you like the double,
If you're at the brewery all day, maybe do a flight and then eat some food and have 1 or 2 of these.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I went to their brewery when they opened up their actual like tap room and all that. Wow, just wow.
He's like,
What happened?
he's like put a little bit in there,
It's like a shot.
like an itty bitty pour.
Well,
He's like
A little splash.
Let me just
Wet your lips.
He's like, let me just stick my tongue or like
Yeah,
my
let
finger
me
right
lick
now.
That has a
All right.
great smell to it immediately.
I think we should have him on another episode and feed him all this.
Oh, that's
fucking shit.
I'd
fantastic.
definitely
Yeah.
be in rehab.
That's another one. That's
That's
another good one.
fantastic.
We got to do a whole episode of stuff from this brewery, and I want to be on it.
I actually had a bottle. It's their saison. It's a pineapple saison.
Is that what you're trying to bust out?
Well, that was one of the bottles I wanted Andy to actually try that.
Oh, okay.
With us.
We'll
that was
wait
one
then.
I wanted to do a whole EQ episode. Like
We'll work on
combo
it.
with that.
Well, if you do a whole
Work
episode
on-
of this, promise me I can be on it, because these are the best IPAs I've had so far.
Yeah, the guy, the brewer, his name's Pete. He's the owner and brewmaster. He actually graduated from MIT, and he makes a mean fucking brisket.
His name's Peter.
Pete.
Because that
Peter
Yeah.
MIT, so you got
goes
that.
in ya.
You
Is
got
his
that
last
nerd.
name. Is
No, well,
Jason turned into a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
his name's
He's farting. He's making dick
Peter.
jokes.
Peter. Last name goes in ya. He's like, yeah.
All right, so this is Photon. This is a 4.8, which is the lightest beer of the night.
You guys let Dick. There was so many dick jokes to be made, and you just let them all go, and then you're like, "All right, Peter, so we're getting deeper."
I had the dick on that one.
Yeah.
You know,
You're like, so Dick and Jacob walk into a bar. Jacob, what a
Yeah, what a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a 4.8. This is the lowest of the night. Even being the lowest, definitely not the lowest flavor.
no, it's good. It's very
Yeah.
good.
Photon is a light and crushable American pale ale loaded with Pacific Northwest hops. It pours very hazy orange, releasing a well blended notes of apricot, tangerine, peach, mango, and pineapple. It tastes soft and juicy tropical fruits, hop resins, and a hint of biscuit. A smooth rounded bitterness with a touch of dryness ensures you're ready for the next sip. This drinking experience is further enhanced with a soft and billowy mouthfeel that's made to go to ale for the equilibrium crew, especially when the productive day needs to follow a fun night. So I guess this is like when they finish their shift. This is like the beer that everyone kind of pours and has at the
I
end
want
of
to
the
know who the hell writes this shit.
This is like a go swimming beer for me. Drink a bunch of them out on a hot summer day.
I don't know. Maybe
Have
my
them in the
mouth
cooler.
feel fuzzy,
in a good way or a bad way, Dan?
bad. Like
So, like, you put like a caterpillar dick in your mouth, and is that
why
fuzzy or?
wouldn't- I'm not. I'm not on your scale of dicks, but yeah,
What's your score?
What is your score? Yeah.
I give it a 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not.
Well, let's
Listen. Here's the thing.
well, let's do this.
This is a 4 point. I'm not saying this because of his score.
Well, let's
I'm just
do
saying this
this.
in general.
Oh.
Everything that's in this, all the peach, mango, pineapple, all the notes they put into this, the biscuit, the whole nine, to make a 4.8 beer. That's a lot of work to keep it low and keep it crisp to make it like an all day beer.
See, low is going to hurt the score for
dry.
me only a little bit, but I think it's really good.
I think it's a good beer. Like if you had like a couple heavy hitters, and you're like, you know what, maybe I want to go like a 4.8, go light. That's definitely one. And you don't want to sacrifice flavor. That's definitely
Yeah,
one
so
to really
so
go.
this hits you with flavor, but not the hop. Where this replicates a domestic. So if you're brand new to the beer scene, Rusty Rail 365 will get you on target to be close to a Miller Lite in a domestic.
Right.
And then if you want to take the next step,
That would be for me. That one and these two.
so this was actually a double, so this is actually stronger. But to put that much work into keeping it below 5%,
Yeah.
but still make it feel like it's a craft beer, that's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, see, the Photon will fuck you up in the beer scene. You shouldn't start with that, because if you start with that and you think every IPA is going to taste that good and that smooth, it's going to fuck your world up. Like when you taste like a triple hop or whatever, that is not going to be a
I've
pleasant
never
day for
had
you.
an IPA with that much flavor profile in it that stayed below a 5% and didn't taste like I was drinking water.
Yeah.
You're gonna like
I can
his
get
last
that.
name. You're gonna like the owner's last name. It's Pete Oates. Reminds
It's
me of
not
Hall &
goes in
Oates.
ya.
No.
No,
Oh shit, he should change it.
but No, seriously,
Oh,
guy's
that's both
very
of his names. I was going to say Pete Oates. That's a weird last name, but now I get it. It's two names.
Guy's a very nice guy. He actually was like walking around. When I went, there was a sampling tent where people were sampling beers, and he was out there just enjoying the hell out of the crowd and like just enjoying his whole place and having a good time, which was really nice. And he actually put on his like cooking gear on, and he actually was cutting the brisket, taking good care of the brisket then too. And like I was saying, like the last show, their prices are actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, the menu you posted was impressive.
Half pound of brisket for $12, and like people are saying like I want to try the brisket. I never really had brisket, so I want to start off on the right foot.
Yeah,
I definitely go and eat that, but
I'm gonna be
good
honest.
stuff.
You always try to sell me to go to Hudson Valley. Like, come to Hudson Valley; it's a great experience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more inclined to go to an Equilibrium trip than before Hudson Valley.
I would go with the Equilibrium trip with you guys.
And I'm a fan of both.
Yeah, I get it.
The food prices sound fantastic. Everything you've pitched to me about these two breweries, I would lean more towards Equilibrium.
It's something.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
something nerdy too with him going to MIT. People that are good at math are generally really good cooks, and I can understand these beer flavors because so many beer flavors went into
I'm
it.
a fucking genius.
Yeah,
in
your own fucking mind.
I don't know what's going on up in there.
It's fucking.
that's the scary part.
It's you know what's going on in there? You ever see those fucking two cuckoo clocks where the two guys are fucking sawing a log and it never gets any progress? That's his fucking brain. And then every now and then the fucking bird comes out and goes ah! I love you to death, Dan.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
Me and Dan are not legally or blood related, but I consider this dude fucking. He's just been a part of our family for so fucking long. Like this is Uncle Dan here.
Yeah.
He took my wife to dinner tonight. What a nice guy.
Yeah, she's a great person.
This is a great beer.
You should love her more.
I do love her. I don't see her
I know
enough,
you do.
but
Yeah, you should.
I bought a 4-pack
When
that I hammered
she
off
posted
like all
the
three.
thing today about the guy and the gamer, and she goes to grab
I posted
his hand.
that.
Oh, you did?
Oh no, she did post that one. And the dog holds her hands.
And
Yeah.
then he ripped her hand up.
I wish I played video games. I don't even play video games anymore.
Yeah.
I'm giving that a 4.25. It's a little lower because the 7.5 is higher because I like stuff that gets you drunk in smaller quantities and you don't have to break the seal and be peeing all night. So I'm giving it a little bit lower than that one, but I would give that a 4.25. It's a very good one.
Believe it or not, it's one of the very few breweries that actually likes our stuff whenever we feature them on Facebook, which I really, really appreciate. Thank you, Equilibrium.
Tell them to send me a patch for poker. I'll wear it. They can sponsor me for
in your
poker.
bedroom?
Probably would.
Yeah.
They might.
Well,
I might.
When you're playing online poker, you're gonna wear a patch.
Somebody gave me the idea because, I've had this idea for years, but somebody recently brought it up again about streaming poker because I do have so many like people that watch me anyway.
You should
without seeing my card. So if I start streaming on Twitch or something, I could at least like counterbalance the downswings or whatever. I just need to get a good computer set up for it. But yeah, I mean, there's whenever I'm playing, there's 10 to 20 people watching me. So
we can give you some banging beers and not cool high school shirts.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I'm very seriously considering it. I got a next score that I
should
get.
Stream when you're playing your golf game.
Yeah, I do actually. There's an app called Amlet Arcade. I actually do stream that on there.
How are we feeling right now?
I'm feeling all right. Well, you know how I am, though, Tony. But
I did baby sips, so I'm good.
Feeling like Taco Bell's getting some business after this.
I don't even know where I am.
All right, so never mind. We're 53 minutes in. I'm just saying. I mean,
we're zipping through this.
I don't
shit.
mind
this
a
is just
quicker
as bad
episode,
as
but
the
if
fucking seltzer shootout.
I never fucking try to add.
Seltzer shootout.
I never try to add any more beers, but we do have a full table tonight. So if everyone's cool, maybe we can do another one after this. But this is our last beer. I'll let Ben open it and talk about it.
Again, no fuck yous. I didn't even say shit about this.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So we gotta roll out.
Jason.
Here. So
Jason.
425.
Who else?
Jason Photon. I think you're.
Am I the only one?
You didn't give your final score.
No, you go.
No.
You go ahead.
No.
I skipped this whole side of the
Go
table.
ahead.
No,
you go. You go.
No,
you
fuck
go.
you. No,
you
you
go.
go.
You go.
You go.
You go.
You go.
Go.
3.75.
Before he drops
I'm being cool.
I actually didn't give my score either.
3.75 because
Jason, Tony, me.
I
going
like
last.
this a little bit better than this.
obviously.
I would
but-
agree
Still
with that
good.
assessment.
Still
I
good
agree.
beers.
So
though.
I
Very
would
good.
also agree with him. I like the Pinball better than the Photon, but for the Photon being under a 5% beer and having that much flavor profile,
Still good.
I'm very, very impressed with it, and I gave it a 4.5.
Well
Yeah, cool.
inclined.
Right
yeah.
on.
So what was your score?
4.5 is high.
375.
375.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4.
Yeah.
Solid beer. I would.
I
seek
gave
this
it the
out.
extra half because it's under 5% and still tastes fucking that good. I've never had a beer that's under 5%. That's under almost a Miller. That's below a Miller Lite, and tastes like a craft
No,
beer.
it's really good.
The only reason I didn't go higher is because being a 4.8, you would have to drink so much of it to get wasted.
I disagree.
And then when for me, I would have to because I have a high tolerance. But when I drink too much like liquid, I don't know. It's my drunk masturbation isn't as good because I feel like I'm a stranger to myself and I'm desensitized.
Isn't that like good?
No,
So
not for me.
Tony, what's your thing? And I'll kind of add on to
You'd be
equilibrium.
like, I hate
overall.
myself. I hate myself.
Man, every time Equilibrium jumps on our show and we have their beers, they've always been good. I've never had one where I was disappointed.
I want to go there now, hearing all that stuff.
Yeah.
They have 2 beers. One is called Straya the Laboratory. They had a tangerine one. I think we had at one point. That was an awesome one.
I don't want to give away anything because I don't know how everyone's going to vote. But it seems like every single time because the way I name the episodes, we do 6 or 7 beers, and I try to do 2 of the same brewery, and then that brewery gets the headline. Like it's Equilibrium and Friends, because I'm not going to sit there and go Equilibrium and this, and the fucking title of the episode will be huge. So what I may do is if you're going to get another beer for tonight, I would say maybe get another Hudson Valley.
Okay.
So I can do Equilibrium Hudson Valley, and then because at least we're doing 2
that'd
of
be
each.
fine.
But it seems like every single time that we do the 2 from one brewery, one of those beers somehow wins beer of the night.
Well, here's the thing, though, too. You know how I said, well, I brought beer? I actually have more in my car.
I'm not fucking shocked. Like if you want to come put it in the fridge, you can. But
Because I have some other ones I kind of want to like have the other ones that we have in the fridge, kind of showcase it when Hare's here.
Yeah.
And whoever, you know.
So
what I mean?
he saves certain beers for Andrew because fuck you guys. Is what he's saying.
Yeah, I feel it.
No, but we're getting.
He's got a
but we're
crush
gonna,
on
we're gonna
Andrew.
get. We're gonna
Happy
get some
fucking
good stuff.
Valentine's to you too.
You need to send me.
I
To send me home with beers for my dad because he always,
Do you
when I
guys
walk
wanna-
in the door, he immediately wants to know what he's drinking.
Well, let me ask you. Do you guys want a triple?
No,
Okay.
From Hudson Valley.
Yeah.
I would love one.
It's a blackberry triple.
Yeah, I think
sour.
we should. You
I'll try it because it's berry.
You take that sip. I'll pour this one. This is the Hudson Valley Hodgepodge. Once again, full can. It's almost to the brim. It's a New York thing. I guess.
If you
This-
name that brewery in the title for the second beer, call it Can of AIDS.
Hudson Valley and Other Half.
Shit was so gross.
Both fucking fantastic breweries. And this is the peach cobbler beer. You can go get that
No,
blackberry.
I don't know how that is. I have to go to my car. I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, it's
The
not
blackberry's
cold?
in your car.
Yeah.
It's a triple. It's going to be a
Don't you
warm
have any from
triple.
Hudson Valley back there?
He was saving
Yeah,
that for the
but-
drive home.
We're saving. We're reserving.
He's getting at a center console right now. It's like, let me grab that triple out of the center console.
He's like, yeah, I got a mini fridge in here.
Hear him laughing.
Yeah.
His laugh is adorable.
Here's real quick. Can I just see that can real fast?
You got it, buddy.
Here's my only complaint with Hudson Valley. It's so fucking hard to read your labels because you put a white fucking font
lettering.
next to
On can.
double brunch crunchy peach granola. Okay.
I like it for a sour.
That weird dead silence there.
Immediate. It's definitely a sour. I don't remember if this is the one we described as a sour, but I can taste it immediately.
Is this the double crunch daydream? Oh yes, this is it. All right, so this beer is an 8%. It is sour. It is the Silhouette Daydream.
You know what they
He-
fucking take
He has fucking 40
animal
colors in
parts in when they're
Yeah, he has-
transplanting them?
This is the double daydream, Silhouette Daydream double brunch.
Let me
crunch.
get this kidney out of the
Fucking
way.
Ted
Here's
Bundy
the
over
next beer.
here.
Peach granola. Listen, there's times where I thought Ben was a serial killer. So no.
Wait, what?
I'm joking.
I'm not.
Joking. I'm not joking.
Well, we can do it. We're gonna go old school. Choose your own adventure.
No, we're doing the blue blackberry. We already talked about it.
Okay.
Put the other two in your cooler, and we'll put it in the
Yeah.
fridge later.
That's fine.
All right. So this has been checked in 3,402 times. 0 of your friends have drank this. So yeah,
Well, how does he know?
come at me, bro. This has been at a 429. Listen, man, we do some beers that aren't very.
Why does it smell like pretzels?
This is one of the few that tastes exactly like it's described, the peach cobbler sour.
Hey now.
I don't know how I'm going to feel about this because there were mixed opinions about this overall.
I like it. And I don't normally like sours.
That's not sour at all to me.
No, it's just very flavorful.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
It's almost sweet.
That's Marlboro flavor
Damn.
country.
You know that banana crunchy beer that I have in this fridge? Very similar to that.
That. Wow. I mean, you could even taste the granola. Like,
Yeah.
They really nailed because they make a crunchy line. They make a crunchy line, and the one is like banana coconut crunchy. Wow, I would like hammer
keep
the shit.
smacking.
Yeah, I'm never going to be able to... No,
Yeah.
please stop. I'm never going to be able to re-listen to this episode.
I feel like, I feel like I'm cleaning my teeth off.
Actually, I like that last one.
all right, now listen,
more
real
than-
quick, before we
Sorry.
get crazy. These last two beers we're doing are
I love his OCD.
highly, because there's a reason we're doing this. All right, new guy. All right, these last two beers, everything we've done has just been an IPA for the most part. Some of them may have had peach or mango or pineapple, but for the most part, they've been IPAs. These are sours. They're going to hit you with more flavor profiles. They can do more when it comes to that aspect. So I don't want to sway your judgment. I'm not trying, but I'm just saying they're two different styles of beers. So I need you to, when you do your judging, you need to judge accordingly to the style.
Be
So,
fair about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't drink fucking lagers all night and then have one fucking peach flavored beer. They're like, well, this is the best because it tastes like peach because all the other ones taste like lager. That's what they're supposed to taste like.
Yeah.
I think our dear friend Amber Hoffman would love this
It's
beer.
almost chewable.
It is. It's very chewable.
I think it's delicious.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's I don't want to say the best because
It is very chewy.
I know your OCD is going to kick in, but let me.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Let me wiggle
Slide it
out.
back in line. Slide it
Yeah,
back.
we're
it back
gonna
in line.
get there.
There's a whole reason for this, Dan.
What is it?
You'll
Tell
see.
me.
You'll see. You'll fucking see.
Put me in a loop, will you?
Thanks, Mom.
All right. I'm going to start with Jason because I always skip him. What's your score on this?
This is a hard one for me, actually, because it is very chewy. It's like a mouthful of beer. Yeah.
I need Jeopardy music, and I need... here's what I want to add to the board. I want to add Jeopardy music, and I want to add... When you talk too long and the Oscar plays you
Yeah.
off, I need that for Ben.
I mean, I couldn't drink like a shitload of this because it's very
it's too sweet.
very heavy.
Yeah, and
It's a novelty.
I'm
beer.
guessing like a 3.75.
that's fair, I think.
You know, because it's a really good beer, but it's a lot. Man.
I just hit my check-in.
Very
I heard
heavy,
your score, and I hit my check-in because of your score.
3.75.
Ben,
I probably would give it a 3.75. Then
I am
too.
right there with you. I'm one.
That's actually literally exactly what I was thinking. It tastes like it's described, but there's also a subtle hint of coconut towards the end for me,
Yeah.
which I like. It's sweet. It's the sweetest sour I've ever had. I can't believe they call it a sour. They should
Yeah,
call
it's. I don't consider this a sour at
No,
all.
it's not sour at
I
all.
don't get any sour at all.
I don't get any. Well, I got a hint of sour, but it's like I said, it's chewable. Like it's
It's
hearty.
I think
He is right. It's
Robust
very
beer.
chewable.
Here's
it's,
the thing.
It's like
even with the sorry to cut you, but even like last week when we did the imprints, I think sour is too broad of a spectrum anymore. You know what I mean? Like a sour beer used to be a sour beer.
yeah.
Now they're just like if you hit it with 14 different flavor profiles and you maybe have more of a
Changing
a sweetness to it, it gets considered a sour, and it really shouldn't be.
they should call it
I
sweet.
had that Herman Thrush tonight. It was so fucking sour, it hurt my teeth when I drank it. I mean, I'm telling that's a sour
like
beer,
those
you know
imprint
what I mean?
beers
Consider
should not be considered sour
a category
beers.
of like a sweet beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a completely like this is I've had Hudson Valleys, and I've had Hudson Valleys that were fucking sour. this is not a sour beer to me.
To me, like sours are very sour up front, and then they have that very kind of weedy aftertaste to them.
Yeah.
It's my experience.
Yeah,
You know?
like the
to
sweet,
me, like
the sweet tarts. I don't consider them sours.
no
either.
Burley Oaks makes the best.
Yeah.
Sours,
And I'm
in
not
my
saying that those
opinion.
beers are bad. I'm just saying I just don't think there's enough categories for every beer yet, and I just think that's something that should be looked at. And listen, if there is, and we're not educated on it, like if you're this far already, we're not beer savants. We don't know the ins and outs of everything with beer. We just drink it and we give you an honest review.
And some people like that too.
Yeah, I just think that certain beers are considered sours and they shouldn't be. It just, to me, that's not a sour beer what we just had.
No.
If an IPA company came out with a sweets line, they would kill it, and that would be a headline.
Be like, oh,
Headliner
well,
for
this
it.
is a sweet beer. Okay, cool. And then it's like you got a little bit of sour, but mostly sweet, and people will be like, I will buy it a 4-pack.
It's like it's almost like a dessert beer.
It's a very
Yeah.
like full. It's like very, like he said, it's very chewable. It's
Yeah.
like you're.
That's the only way I can describe it.
biting You're like you're having a meal almost drinking.
There's
it,
girls
you know?
that only drink like mixed drinks that would drink that.
Yeah,
Probably.
100%.
Yeah,
There's no beer
definitely.
taste to it. Like those imprints, those jublets, those smoogies, that is its own category. I've
Oh,
never had
definitely.
anything like that. You know what I mean? And to say they're sours, I just think isn't. If you're a sour drinker and you drink that, you're like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's like,
Yeah.
hey, this is an IPA, and I hit you with something that tastes like a seltzer. You're gonna be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I wanted a seltzer. I mean, I wanted an IPA.
Sorry, girls and my friends Eric that only drinks mixed drinks.
Yeah, sorry. I'll say all you girls.
That's probably
Yeah.
you could probably drink
Didn't
four
mean to
of
be
them.
sexist, Eric. I'm sorry.
And I
All right, so the last one is curtains.
That's 4.
Curtains
Curtains
4.
4. That's the triple. That's the highest of the night with a 10.5, I think.
Wow, here we go, boys.
10.5, and it has like blackberry and all this other jazz in it. It's gonna be dark as fuck and murky.
All right. Curtains 4. Not that dark. It looks like beet juice.
raspberry. Yeah.
This is blueberry, right?
No, raspberry.
Raspberry.
Raspberry and blackberry, I think they have in this.
All right, so this is like Huckleberry Farm in here. All right, so this is curtains.
10% sour triple IPA brewed in collaboration with our friends the Vale Brewery.
Wow.
Made with raw wheat, malted oat, local buckwheat honey, blackberry and raspberry puree, hopped with mosaic.
And that's a sour. Holy shit.
There you go. This is probably a sour, right?
That is a very sour.
All right, 10% has been checked in by 4 of my friends.
Yeah, it looks like Lindemann's that framboise or framboise.
Framboise.
Yeah.
Looks like black cherry soda, basically.
Been checked in, has 4 check-ins, is a 4.38, and then has been checked in 1,459 times, and it averages a 4.40. And this is a collaboration between Hudson Valley and, like Ben said, the Vale.
That is a sour. That is an actual sour.
Hey.
We're here, boys.
That's like drinking the outside of a warhead.
I can smell it just from the smell. I can tell it's sour.
Yeah, this is like a real. This is Dan is not a fan of sours either. Besides IPAs, we kind of got him to get a little bit more acclimated with IPAs, but sours, he's got a long way to go.
This is the adult version of like daring your friend
that's
to
my
suck on a
direction.
warhead.
I'm changing.
Are you dumping in the woods?
Dump it in the woods. Yep.
But then again, you're not a sour drinker, though.
Right at first, I mean, it's very flavorful.
It took me for a while to get used to
but
sours.
after you swallow and it
Take a mouthful of it.
burns your esophagus.
Yeah.
Take a whole
sour.
mouthful of it, and yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
You don't get it in a small
Right at
sip,
the
but you
end.
take a mouthful.
It has a little bit of that
It's a sour.
real tart.
It's
Like,
a
it
sour.
really hits the
But,
tart,
all right,
100%.
I need you guys to realize.
even for me.
I had a hard time with sours for a very, very long time.
And I just
Very
freaking-
long time.
I just
We went to my buddy Scobb's house, and in one night,
a bathroom.
go ahead. In one night, we drank.
He's got to release the black plague out of his ass.
We drank like
Yeah.
fucking 18 sours in one night. Literally, we had a pyramid of beer cans.
No way.
Ever since that night, you got to really hit me with a sour beer.
That was a revelation for you.
Yeah.
When we did that. I have pictures of that too.
Yeah, that was
Of
a
our
crazy night.
beer pyramid.
Yeah.
That was like when I literally went there, I traded for a whole bunch of shit, and it was like all Hudson Valley like piled up like 12 cans.
If this was old me, I would have made a face when I drank that.
You're just like, meh, okay.
Yeah.
I taste everything now.
That's tasty though. It's really good.
It's different. It's one of those things like
Just
A little sour for my liking.
It's got a great aftertaste.
yeah. Well, it's tingly. You know what I mean?
I
but
used
you
to-
were
I- when I
handling
used
a
to
lot
drink-
better with it though.
When I used to drink sours, it hit me back in the
Right, that's
right in
what
the
it's getting me.
and I'd be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one gets me on like the top of my mouth, which sounds weird, but it hits me like when I take a mouthful, it gets me in the top of the mouth.
No, it really does. I can definitely see where you're coming from with that, but yeah,
So
definitely.
while Jason's peeing, this is a question for you two guys. You've been here since episode 1. You've, as someone who's very close to the family and everything, you've watched this podcast grow. From seeing episode 1 where we sat at this exact same table and faced the camera this way to being this way, and it, you know,
It's more interactive that you're talking to each other and not worrying about that.
yeah. But I mean, like the new equipment, the new cameras, everything. How do you think of the progression?
Great. Like I said, like
And it's
everything-
only been a year and a half, like not even. You know what I mean? Like
and it's only going to get better. Like,
Yeah.
over time. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what to say. It's just going to get better.
yeah. How about you, Matt?
I think in general everything just flows better. I got a lot of feedback about the Jack Chick episode, and everyone said how smoothly it flowed and how like funny and interesting it was. It was like a good combination of everything, and it was just like that was one of my favorite episodes of any podcast I ever did.
What a lot of people don't realize too is, man, that there's no notes here. We don't script this. We don't plan what we're going to talk about beforehand. This
No,
is
for sure.
This is literally all off the cuff. You know what I mean? And I think we do a really good job at it.
Yeah, it
people
flows.
like
It flows
that,
well.
too.
Yeah.
It paces well.
Yeah.
I feel like that, like if you're the guy that's like picking up the beer and you're really like enjoying the beers, be like, hey,
You're
like, hey,
Penn's
let's-
like
let's
so if you're basically me and you're trading
Yeah.
for these beers and you're treating everyone, all these selfish motherfuckers, while I tell us
Or Ben, the organ donor over there.
Go ahead, Ben. Finish your thought.
but no,
Let me
but
check in my.
Oh,
It's like,
But,
let me check in my.
but I think like the whole
cooler
thing
here.
is like what I get a kick out of it. I like bringing the beers for the for the shows.
you're like
And-
a cuck.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
a cook. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a beer cuck. You want to
Yeah.
see us bang your beers.
Yeah, fucking right, man.
You wanna
I'm like,
see us-
hey, this
you
is
wanna
good
see
shit.
us-
Try it out. If you don't like it, oh well. But if you like
You
it,
paid
alright,
your
cool.
money. You made your commitment. You drove. You
Yeah.
fell in love with it.
I can't wait
And
till
then-
Ben gets a girlfriend.
And
It's like-
then you just
Dug
you
in
just
my
hand
cooler
you just
and
hand it
back in
over.
the trunk.
You just hand it over to 4
Let me
guys.
move this liver over.
And we put our mouths all over it.
Yeah.
that was just so funny how you started as the third person. I just think like for the person that gets all the stuff.
I think the person that swoops his hair to the left and
Yeah.
it kind of goes in his eye and wears a white shirt with a peep on it. For people like that, I
The
think
guy wearing the ace bandage on his elbow for something.
Guys, I have bursitis. All right, calm down. I
I
want
don't
to try and
think
get
it's
this.
called
rid of this.
bursitis. I think it's called over.
For anyone with bursitis, it's,
for a guy who, if you're a guy who's dealing with bursitis with the left elbow
Yeah.
currently, I think
Right elbow.
a right elbow. I think if you would see this show like this.
I gotta laugh, you know. But no, seriously, I really like grabbing the beers and like especially like the highlights. Obviously, the Infinity Hopped episode, grabbing those beers on that show. They really, I fucking loved it. I love
You're
grabbing
really
all
bringing
the
that episode
sours,
up. You're
love all
trying to, listen, if you go back because of this episode and watch the Infinity Hap episode, please just know going into it, our mics were not the same. Our quality was not
Oh,
the same.
definitely
It's
not.
going to look and sound fucking awful. Just please bear that in mind.
Is this a
But
Radio
still, though, the
Shack?
content is well worth it, though. Nevertheless, I actually
All right.
listened to that.
I
Now-
doubt they still make those, right? The Infinity Hops.
No,
No, that
That's
was a
that's the thing that sucks about craft beer is like
It
you
sucks,
get
but it's not. It doesn't suck because it's like we tried something that somebody will never have again.
no.
I kind of like that about craft beer.
But not only that, we recorded it.
yeah,
And we have it on audio and video.
audio and forever. It's like a baseball card. That means nothing. Now, since you want to touch cans so much, I need you to move one can forward, which is your
Well, wait,
beer of the
we
night.
didn't even. Did I
Oh.
read this?
No, you didn't.
No.
No, I read the profile, but we need the
Yeah,
ratings.
I'll start my score. I will give this a 4.25.
Whoa.
Flavor profiles is raspberry, jam-like, blackberry, fruity, tropical. I give this a 4.25. This is tasty.
I give this a 4, but this is like a 4 if you drink one can.
Yeah,
because
this is a one and
this
done.
is complete heartburn. I mean, when I drink this, it's like instant heartburn for me.
Yeah.
but it's awesome because it accomplishes so much in one drink. You know what I mean? But like, dude, one of those and I'm done. You know, but it's a 4 for what it is.
That's not drinking. You're not drinking more than one can of that.
Definitely a novelty. I still have a lot of those left. The other one is
you can bring one.
double.
I'll do another one on the show.
There's a double then too that has passion fruit and wine grapes, and it actually, believe it or not, you know how I hate passion fruit. It's one of the very few beers I actually like.
You got to start bringing beers to Not Cool in high school. It's just so we can, because we're fucking. Okay. Your backlog is huge.
I was thinking about that the other day.
You're just sitting on too many beers.
I was a little tight.
Yeah, if you want me to, I have no problem with that.
I mean, we won't do them on the show, but I mean, just to get rid of them during shows.
Yeah,
that's so sour it burns, man.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to like keep certain ones because I know for a fact that they just taste like great. That's the thing. You know
I was actually thinking about the Not Cool in high school drinking beer thing because I was a little tight on the last episode because the call I got from my mom on the way here it fucked with my head up. So I was a little tight, but if we had beers, I think it would loosen us up too.
Well, I don't like to. For a little bit for the Not Cool in high school, we were doing like when we would do our snack section, we would sneak a couple beers in there. But Bangin' Beers wasn't going at that point in time.
Yeah.
So I was letting it go. But I also don't want to keep doing that because Andy's not a drinker. And
he's a recovering alcoholic. Andy is.
That's cool.
He's not. No, he's not at all. He just doesn't drink.
I was gonna say, so I guess heroin's out.
No, like he was bad in the needle drugs. Andy wasn't.
He totally
a recovering alcoholic. So
we should all do heroin and Not Cool in high school.
But they like you, Andy.
No, Andy's been complete straight edge his entire fucking life
for at least the last month.
Not cool in high school. Not Cool in high school. Heroin.
Pretty much,
Andy dies.
Pretty much the whole story about Andy drinking. He drank. He got hammered once. And he's like, "Fuck that. I'm done."
He's like, "I don't like." He woke up the next day hungover. He's like, "I don't want to do that. I'm over it."
Yeah.
Yeah. He's. I don't know.
Pretty much. That's exactly it.
Yeah. So your score. Jason gave his. Ben
4.25 like you.
All right.
If I was taking small sips of it to clear my palate, it would be a 3. A mouthful is like a 2 for me. If you're a sour fan, I could see liking it. I don't like it.
Fair enough.
Damn.
I'd say a 2.
Wow.
It was flavorful, but just that gripping, hard to swallow.
All right.
This is the only one I can't finish.
You're doing better, man.
We're gonna start with Dan. You pick your beer of the night.
And you're going to be surprised.
I'm not going to be surprised because I can guess already.
I think you've already picked
I think
them
it's
out
the
already.
365. Yeah.
That's Rock Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I think
Matt.
I'm going with the pinball.
Pinball Wizard.
I think that's going to be
Jason.
multiples.
The pinball.
Ben.
You know where I'm going. Pinball.
Pinball's beer of the night right there. So we'll take a quick snap of that.
What's second?
All right. If you had to pick your second favorite beer.
For me?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Oh, let me move it back here because that's too close.
That's okay. You're good. Yeah, you kind of like move it like
baby
that,
steps.
Like,
I know, baby steps.
Hudson Valley.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hudson Valley other half. What's your second, Matt?
For some reason, when Dan said you were going to be surprised, I thought he was going to pin Anthony down and rape him. That was going on in my head. So I'm going to go Photon.
Who's Anthony?
Photon.
That's me. Yeah, Photon.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not.
I would go just for. I mean, dude,
I like
that's
how you
instant fucking heartburn.
Yeah.
Sour, fucking fuck you up. I mean, that's.
Somebody can have the rest of
I mean,
my
that's
phone.
good, man. I mean, that'd be my second. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay. I have to go with that.
All right. I'm going to be that guy. Hudson Valley, to me, listen, that's a 10% beer. That did not drink like a 10%. Tasted fantastic. Every single flavor profile for both of these hit the mark.
Yeah.
But for me, second beer of the night, it's gonna be a 2-way tie because for this being a 4 point whatever it
was really, really good. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I could drink 1,000,000 times more of that than I could drink that.
Oh,
absolutely.
definitely.
But this is a complete fuck you in my opinion.
So
man.
But that's the most consistent one.
Yeah,
Because if you drink that, like regular beer, you're just drinking. It's like it's going to be like drinking water. You're going to be tasting.
I
that
could drink
every
one of
single
those,
time.
but I could drink a 6-pack of those.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I picked up a 4-pack of those. I hammered the 3 of them. I was like, wow, this is really good. That's why I wanted to bring it on this show.
But that is like so fucking unique. It's like killer heartburn. It's cool for what it is, man. I mean, I respect it. You know,
I even gave Brett a can of that, and he gave it a 4.25.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hudson Valley and Equilibrium right away with it. Just to kind of recap, I think the Cat Person I think every beer here tonight was good.
it was interesting. Yeah.
I think Rusty Rail is still. I think if you're a Miller Lite drinker and you're trying to jump into the craft beer world,
Great
this
introductory beer.
is
Yeah.
where
One.
I think more local places should look at Rusty Rail for this beer.
That's a
Definitely.
solid session IPA. Absolutely.
Now these two beers are kind of New York beers. You're not going to get them in our area. This one you'll never get ever again. This experimental
Thank
one.
God.
That's crazy.
Where's this out of?
This is out of Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Yeah, so that's going to be tough too. So Rusty Rail's your most convenient beer out of these lineups.
Sure.
And like I said, you can get this locally in a bar right now. These Equilibriums in Hudson Valley, you're going to have to travel for. You have to go to upstate New York.
Not a terrible drive either, believe it or not.
I mean, you're saying that, but you're willing to drive 3 hours for a beer.
That's gotta be weekend.
I
We got to
wouldn't
do a
drive
weekend
3
trip and
hours
try
for
to do
pussy.
something.
I'm telling you,
from
man, you got to go to
Equilibrium.
Upstate Brewing.
Yeah.
Stuff is that common sense at Upstate Brewing.
there's also a tap room. I think it's Hill Farmstead, basically, and Hill Farmstead actually has some really good stuff. Like that's from no, it's Suarez. Suarez is a good brewery then too. From I think from Hill Farmstead, and they usually do some great lagers. They do the typical traditional styles like the lagers and all that other stuff then too. So
Are you in contact with anyone at Equilibrium?
I could try to get in contact with somebody there.
It would
yeah.
be. I would do it if we could make it happen. Doing an episode
Believe
from
it
there
or
because
not-
everyone is so good.
Believe it or not, I think I could really talk to somebody from Equilibrium. They would be cool about it because
shoot them a message.
again, they're one of the very few New York breweries. Every time we featured them, if you look at our old episodes, they are the only ones that really like their stuff. They're like, hey,
Yeah, I mean,
those are two of the top 5 for me since I've been on here. So
Yeah, they're great. All right. Anyone, Ben, anything to plug?
not right now. No,
No?
I think I'm pretty good.
Ben's going to plug. I'll do a Ben plug.
Okay.
Ben's going to plug All Things Beer. Go check those guys out. They're cool people.
Oh no, it's just beer.
It's just beer, sorry.
It's just beer. Good
It's just
guys.
beer.
They plugged us twice, so
Yeah.
we're plugging the hell out of them. Plug the hell out of us, guys.
Yep.
Rock and roll.
Jason.
Whoa, not cool in high school.
There, you stole it.
Hell
I
yeah,
don't care.
I wasn't on
Whatever.
the last episode, but I'm coming back,
I don't care.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad you're here tonight, but I'm kind of disappointed because I was kind of hoping that the Lady Bears would go a little further.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Jordan's a good kid, man. I know her for
is
a
what
long
it is,
time.
you know.
She's tough as nails. So not cool in high school. Next week's topic will be Andy Heder. We'll be doing Red Sonja.
That's gonna be a
I
wild
don't know
one.
what that is.
She's
but
another she's another female superhero.
but
like
look,
Conan the Barbarian scale.
Yeah,
I was upset that did you guys do a
Colts.
cherry vanilla Coke
Pepsi.
or something?
Cherry
Is that
vanilla
what it
Pepsi.
was?
Yeah.
No,
Tastes
it's
more
Coke.
like
Oh no,
vanilla.
Coke. It was
Yeah.
Coke. Cherry
Yeah.
vanilla Coke. Yeah.
Tastes like vanilla more than anything. Yeah.
I mean, I've
Punch
had
inside
that
of
at KFC or in those mix things, but yeah, it's kind of just spoiled.
And then our newest member of Not Cool in High School, Matt. What do you got to plug?
I mean, not like a super plug, but I have been thinking about streaming poker, and I think as a comedian and professional poker player of 10 years, that would be cool to get into. So if anyone wants to contact me and maybe help out, we can discuss some financial terms because I am backed. So something like that, I guess. I'm doing poker coaching as well still. I just got a new student this week that's been watching me play, so that's basically it for me. But yeah, I think that I think I'm headed towards streaming because I think it will help consolidate my income while I'm on these downswings. I think that enough people will watch and donate. I think my play style is unique enough to get a following. So
Yeah,
Rock and roll, Matt.
you should play naked. That'll help
yeah.
for your streams.
I was slowly coming out of the downswing this week, and then last night I got aces cracked and I broke another mouse. So that's 2 this week.
2 mouses down.
Yeah.
Dan, what do you got?
Speaking of rock and roll, check out Chris Lombardo. Back in the day, he was part of Headplug and ventured out on his own when he went out west.
What did he play?
Huh?
What did Chris play?
He played guitar and did a little bit of backup vocals. Well, now he's
Is he the
doing
one that
his own-
Randy spit a beer all over his guitar and
I think so. Yeah.
and he has a hot sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a carrot,
I didn't say, Chris. We love you, buddy.
I don't listen.
I love
If Chris's sister walked in the room right now, I couldn't tell you what his sister looked like. I just remember
She's hot.
everyone.
is her
just-
name Kara? I know her if it's Carol Lombardo.
I don't remember.
Once again, that's how much
When
I'm
you
not
see her,
invested.
you just forget what her name is anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know his sister's name, but I do remember I remember Randy playing with him, and I guess Randy wasn't a fan of him at the moment, or I don't know, or Randy was just drunk and being Randy.
Drunk Randy.
And Randy
Yeah.
takes a mouthful of beer and just looks at him and goes, and spray spits and shorts out his whole guitar. Second song into the set.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Second
Randy
song.
and Drunk Randy are two different people.
Yeah,
So-
and then
Without
Randy,
a doubt.
And then
Yeah.
Randy, I just remember Randy calling to me. I'm like, dude, like, because the show stopped, and they're like, we don't know if we're gonna keep playing tonight because our guitarist doesn't have a backup. I was like, and I was like, yo, are you you upset about it? He goes, yeah, I'm kind of upset. His sister saw it. And then she ended up winning a gift certificate to custom tattoo that night.
Could I clarify too for the helping with the poker? It would be helping with like equipment because I have a poker backer who I love very much. If he listens to this episode, Rudy, I'm not throwing you away. I would never throw you away. So
If you want to back us, Rudy, we won't make you money, but you can back us.
yeah, no, he's the
We're
greatest
funny,
guy on the
charming in
planet.
an upcoming podcast.
We're upcoming. We're coming all the time, but we're still on our upswing.
He is.
coming. We're getting the palm.
He's from
coming.
He's from Texas, and like he when my mom got into her fall, he reached out to me, and he's just been the greatest fucking guy ever. So I love that dude to death.
Good job, guy. For real.
Do you want to ask Matt his question while he's here?
What?
The
That
Kobe Bryant question.
I can't even remember what it was.
The Kobe Bryant.
I
the
asked
cat
him off
question.
camera. It was his cat or Kobe Bryant.
Oh, I've thought about that since too.
Oh yeah.
What's the question?
It was like if was it the boat thing?
No, if he can bring Kobe Bryant back from the dead.
Well, it's
but
the
his
same
cat-
thing.
his-
Like,
but his cat had to die.
If he was on a boat and Kobe Bryant and his cat was in the water, who would he save?
I've thought about this answer. So I would not give my cat's life for anything, but I would give
Not even Kobe
Good
Bryant.
choice.
no. I'll
What if
tell
it's
you.
What if
okay,
it's Kobe
give me,
and his daughter?
give me.
What if it's 9 people's lives
wait,
and your cat?
Wait until. Okay, so let me answer
believe
this.
you
But give me.
remember this.
Extremely dark and devil's advocate here.
Yeah,
Wow.
give me 2 minutes to
right, go
describe
ahead.
why I love my cat so much. So I was going
Over 9 people's lives. Okay.
I was going through. At the time, it was the very worst period in my life. I got him because this girl I was involved with wanted a cat, but I was going through some health problems. I sort of like lost everything financially during those health problems. Then shit didn't work out with me and the girl for whatever reasons, but I still had the cat. But I remember I was still
Good choice.
I was still at this point, I was still like undiagnosed with my health problems, so I wasn't on any medication or anything, and I was going through trying to lose weight and everything. And I was a 4-sport athlete growing up, and I was like on the floor, and I remember like I was in so much pain from my health issues that I couldn't like do sit-ups or push-ups or anything. And I just remember like laying on the floor. I'll never forget this day. I was like laying on the floor, and I was like, I'm just like ready to go. Like, what the fuck is going on with my life? Why can't I do what I used to do or whatever? And like I roll over and like tears are coming out of my eyes, and my cat just gets off the bed from like a pillow. He's laying on a pillow, and he curls up in my arms, kisses my face, starts purring, and I'm just like, he like left a pillow to come lay on the floor with me while I was like fucking having like the worst day of my life, just having a mental breakdown.
But Kobe dropped 81 points.
Well, that's what so where this is going is
And
I
cats
would
are selfish.
yeah, well, oh man, he's the best. So that sort of unconditional love, I would keep on the planet. But if I could give my own life to bring Kobe and
No,
Gianna
that's not
back,
what we said.
No, that's not happening.
Cat or Kobe? Pick.
Cat,
Oh.
He'd save his cat. It's already abundant.
Yeah.
yeah,
cat,
Yeah.
your cat, or the 9 lives.
no, it's my cat. It's just that sort of
Sorry,
unconditional.
Kobe.
People are imperfectly.
Listen, I'd save
Perfect.
my cat over Kobe too. So
Listen, we're not trying to make light of Kobe dying. It's horrible, and those 9 lives, and Kobe and his daughter. But
What he was doing for business and her being 13 years old, verbal commit to UConn. That's,
yeah,
trust me,
we were
it's a
just
hard
trying to make
decision.
light of a situation. It just we're not. Listen, we have a Kobe sticker on the table now. We're re Kobe fans.
I just got a
that
Kobe jersey for my cat. 'cause his name is Kobe.
Sometimes making jokes of a dark situation help people cope better, and that's what we're doing. All right, Dan.
What?
What else? Do you have anything else?
Just
that guy and his hot sister.
well, I was saying about Chris Lombardo. His band is Sunset Villains.
Cool name.
So yeah,
Where are they out of?
Western Pennsylvania.
All right.
Or no, not. Sorry.
Have you seen them yet?
Michigan, eh?
He moved to Michigan.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
pretty far away, yeah. And I don't remember my fucking code.
Yeah, you're gonna
He had to lock
yourself
himself
out of your
his own phone, yeah.
You did like completely different numbers
What
too.
can I help you with? Unlock my phone. Look,
I don't think that's how it works.
it's not going to happen. Oh, there it is.
He's
Yeah.
locked out for 10 minutes.
I guess he doesn't want me to tell anybody where he's from. But, yeah, he's a ways away anyway. But really good. Really good band.
He's married, and he knows Angelo Soretti.
Yeah.
This Saturday, we're
I
going to
don't
be
know
at...
who Angelo Soretti is.
He's the drummer of Gas Station Disco. So,
yeah. Okay.
so,
I don't follow them. Sorry.
we will be at... I will be at PPW tomorrow doing a wrestling show, and then after the wrestling show, we may shoot over, and I might go see Gas Station. I believe they're at Strikers.
I don't know.
I have to look that up again. But that's going to do it for Bangin' Beers podcast. Thank you guys so much. Hit that like and subscribe. Let us know what we did good, what we did bad, if you enjoyed it. And if you really hated it, then hit that thumbs down. It is what it is. Whatever. Here's some Faith in Exile. See you guys next time.